Going on, everybody? Camp right around the corner. Super excited, man. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 sleepers. Before you do anything else, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
Turn the pressure up. I don't quit. I don't fold under pressure. I'm the best, and I know I'm the best. And you know I'm the best.
So the camp schedule was just released yesterday. July 25th is the first day of practices, and I think that they have a whole bunch of things in between. But a couple of things of note, watch out for the Rams scrimmage. Mark Holmes, I think, is going to be out that weekend, and plus at the game when they do play them on a Sunday. Practice is August 8th with the Rams, and then the preseason game is August 11th. So, man, look, with them releasing all of those dates, if you are going out there, make sure that you pay attention to the practice dates, because for the people that I do know that go out there, there's very few days where they have back-to-back days where they have practices and they have a whole bunch of a whole bunch of action and stuff like that. Also, what you want to pay attention to is which sides of the fields that are going to be having offense and which sides are going to be having defense. So I've never been out to Oxnard, but I remember Mark telling me those things. So if you're watching this for the first time and you're considering going out to Oxnard, those are some of the things to watch out for. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to give you guys 5 players that I think are sleepers or guys to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? In case you are going out there, or for you to pay attention for yourself. Number 1, the 4th round selection this year in our draft, 2024 draft, Maris Louisville, linebacker out of Notre Dame. Really excited for this kid. He's known for his IQ, and as you can see, the guy wears his glasses on the field and stuff like that. So, it reminds me of X-Men. You guys remember Beast? How Beast would go in the lab? Well, it's actually funny. So maybe I shouldn't compare him to Beast, because Beast was one of my least favorite characters. But you guys get what I mean. Like, Beast was known for his extreme high IQ. The one thing that I can say about this kid when I noticed him on tape is his ability to communicate, his ability to tell everybody where to be, his ability to know what formations they're running and what plays they run from those formations. So that's one thing that did stand out to me about him. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he acclimates to the professional level, how he acclimates to the speed, and how he actually performs out there during practices, during the preseason games, and during live action when we do get the Rams practice. So excited about that. Number two on that list is Junior Fajoko. Man, look, so he was a rookie last year, and we didn't get an opportunity to really see what he had. You know what I'm saying? He was on injured reserve for a good chunk of the year, and I don't really remember if he did anything in live action. But I do know that I loved his tape coming out of college. And guess what? We need help. They converted him. I think he was more of an end in college. They converted him to a 3 technique. Guess what we got? Guess what we need, guys? We need interior help on the defensive line. So I know that Tuck did the Golston tape a couple of days ago, so I'm here to talk about Junior Fajoko, who I think is a tough guy. I described him as a guy that I felt could be a bodyguard in this defense, and I still believe that. And I believe that he has some characteristics that could, fit in with what Mike Zimmer and those guys like to do. Tough guy, you know what I'm saying, strong hands. He's a guy that actually has a tool bag. Interested to see where they use him in this scheme. I think it's probably going to be more over 3 tech. I think they can move him out 2-5 and place him in, but we'll see what they do with him. I think that he's going to have every opportunity to prove himself in this camp. He's going to get a lot of reps, so watch out for Junior Fajoko. My number 3, Jalen Brooks, wide receiver. Jalen had an excellent camp last year as a 7th round pick. And I talked about it before. I talked about where Jalen Tolbert needed to watch his back. I think that with CeeDee Lamb holding out, both of those guys will get a lot of opportunity. But Jalen Brooks, see, the thing about him is with his skill set, with his body it doesn't look like he should be able to run the routes and be as agile as he is because he looks a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? But he's able to do those things. He's one of those guys that has high IQ that can find those spots in the defense that can get open. And that's what you kind of need at receiver, some of those sleeper guys. And if you remember last year, he was roasting damn near, he was roasting, just roasting. And it got to the point where it was just like, yo, they got to keep this kid on the roster. I expect nothing less than that this year. Also, with this being the second year in the offense, there'll be a little bit more, little bit more camaraderie, a little bit more chemistry with Dak Prescott. So I look to see Jalen Brooks take a leap in this camp, and he's a guy to watch out for because last year we kind of slept on him. This year I got him as a sleeper, but I got him as a sleeper so that you don't sleep on him again. I want you guys to watch out for him. Number 4, Nashawn Wright. I've been hearing some wonderful things about Nashawn Wright since OTAs, since mini camps and all of that type of stuff. Nashawn Wright apparently has been stepping up to the challenge. And as you guys know, it's actually funny. I remember when we drafted Trayvon Diggs, and everybody and their mom thought that Anthony Brown was out the building, and Anthony Brown put together 2 of his more solid years of his career. I expect the same out of Nashawn Wright. And it's actually funny. In the action that we have given him throughout the year, he hasn't been bad. He hasn't been terrible. You know what I'm saying? Has he been something to write home about? Has he been, spectacular? No. But when your back is against the wall, you know what I'm saying, you'll do some things to stick around. And I think that Nashawn Wright, no, did he? I think that Nashawn Wright is going to have a spectacular camp. I think he's going to challenge some of these receivers. And also keep in mind, too, though, like we feel like the receiver room is a little bit weaker. And I think that some of these corners will be able to take advantage of that. If CeeDee Lamb's not hanging around as much, some of these corners are going to jump up the board a little bit better. Nashawn Wright will have every opportunity to do so. He has a skill set. The one thing that I really, really like about him is his physicality in the run game. He'll come up, he'll tackle you. So all he has to do is get, everything sewn up on the back end. You know what I'm saying? No missteps, fluidity, show those things through his reps. And Nashawn Wright will be a guy that's going to make some noise throughout this camp. And number 5, none other than the 8th round podcast owner. I had to throw that out there. Brock Hoffman. Really expecting some big things from Brock Hoffman. And I get it, though. I get it because everybody, including y'all moms, y'all aunties, y'all sisters, your brothers, your cousins, everybody, is talking about what Cooper Beebe is going to do when he steps foot in the Dallas Cowboys star on his helmet. Everybody's talking about that. But Brock Hoffman strikes me as a guy that's not going to go home lightly. You know what I'm saying? I expect him to be on the roster anyway. You expect him to be maybe one of the flex guys because he's a guy that can play guard and play center. But guess what? I just came from Virginia Tech this past weekend on Sunday. That's got to be an omen, right? It's got to be an omen. This guy's a lunch pail kid. Quite frankly, he was a guy that if they wanted to start him at center, I was cool with it. I was cool with it. So I expect this guy right here to go out there and compete. And if you guys remember last year's camp, not only did he compete, but he was a tough guy. He also stepped in, had some spot duty throughout the year, and he did rather well. So Brock Hoffman, I'm expecting you to be a guy. Now you are a sleeper and a wild card. I will probably look. I kind of have wild cards and sleepers. Wild card meaning, people are expecting something different. Like we're expecting Cooper Beebe to just come in and just be the guy. I think Brock Hoffman is going to push him and make him have to take that position. And look, that only makes us a better football team. Brock Hoffman knows all of the protections. He knows he has, like we said, chemistry with Dak Prescott in the offense. So it's going to make it very, very interesting early on in camp. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App, man. trying to buy a new mic, maybe a new mixer or something like that, and we're reaching the goal. So make sure you donate to the Cash App, $ DMV Fanatic. Appreciate y'all, man. We out. Peace.
Turn the pressure up. I don't quit. I don't fold under pressure. I'm the best, and I know I'm the best. And you know I'm the best.